So today I'm using my new Jackson guitar, my new amp that I bought this past December. Still working on learning how to play a few songs. Still Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd. List of songs that I have here is I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett, which I did learn something new about Joan Jett, a documentary she put on YouTube about how when she was 13 years old, asked her parents for a guitar, found an instructor to help her, or a teacher, and the teacher was more discouraging than she'd hoped, telling her that women can't play guitar, or women can't play rock and roll. And me myself, I find that quite discouraging too, because I think that anybody can play music. I'm glad we don't really live in those times anymore, but as you can see, Joan Jett's a well-known rock star, and she overcame that very easily. Probably not very easily, but she overcame that. I've also been trying to work on learning how to play I Hate Myself for Loving You by Joan Jett as well. That one I'm still struggling with quite a bit. Still working on Highway to Hell. Right now my cup is actually quite full. Meaning behind that is a lot of people say when you start filling your cup up with things and stuff, it starts overflowing. So instead of continuously filling it, you should learn to empty it out a little bit first and then fill back up. So my list of songs is quite more than what I can handle, especially since I'm still learning how to play. So every day, just keep going back to the same 2 or 3 songs and stuff. And when I get kind of tired of trying to work on the same 2 or 3 songs, like Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. The biggest issue I have with this song is, or the problems I'm having learning how to play this song is, first of all, learning how to play guitar so it's so natural as to walking or talking, which I've heard a lot of people say that that's when you're actually getting good. When you can play guitar and stuff, you don't have to look at the strings. You don't even really have to think about what to play next. So the only way to do that is to keep playing it over and over until you kind of get it beat into your head as a memory. I love rock and roll. I was learning these songs off of Ultimate Guitar Tablature, a website that I use, and found that once so I have steps, I should say. First I'll pull that up, Ultimate Guitar, see the tablature. Second thing I do, which is probably actually step 1, is I listen to the song itself. That way I know how it's played. And how it's supposed to sound. And then I'll go to the tablature and start reading the tablature and start trying to play it that way. If I'm struggling with a part, I will look up somebody else playing it on YouTube, for example, Marty Music, if he has a version of that he's playing or whatnot, and I'll watch him play it and stuff and try to mimic what he's doing on the guitar. His instructional videos are very, very helpful. Once I do that and I get to where I can play the song pretty decently and stuff, my ultimate and final goal is to be able to actually play with the song. Now, I don't ever try to play a backing track while making a video and play the song. I would actually prefer myself to be able to just play the song and make it sound good to you directly from me without the backing track. Kind of like, I know a lot of people like this song. Also something else and stuff. It's quite easy to play and stuff. I don't have the rhythm part of these songs down. There are a lot of them down, but now that song I do like and stuff, but there's a bit of a struggle in the part. I think it's an F sharp minor bar chord. Kind of looks like this. It's supposed to sound a little like that, but obviously that's the overflowing part of my cup. So it's right now it's just Wish You Were Here, I Love Rock and Roll, some AC/DC, Highway to Hell. But while learning how to play these songs and stuff, I bought this guitar, I bought the amp, I'm doing all this only to have fun. If you can't have fun with it, then there's really no point of doing it, especially if you're sitting there learning how to play and you start getting frustrated with it. So take a break from actually trying to learn something and just have fun on the guitar a little bit. So the exercises I use, I'll mix that up a little bit as something fun to do. So I'll throw a little bit of whatever I want into that. I think people call it kind of freestyling. I enjoy doing it and stuff, and it makes it kind of fun. It takes the frustration away from learning, as well as just trying to get better at playing these chords up here. I'm playing it kind of fast, which is why I'm making mistakes and stuff. I need to get my fingers memorized where all the spots are. That C chord is what a lot of people struggle with. Trying to show you the best way I can, the C chord right there. The A chord is not so hard. A lot of people play like this, but my fingers don't fit in that spot very well, so I gotta play with my pinky instead of my first finger. The D. There's also a D minor there that I didn't learn right off the bat, so I'm struggling with that one. The G chord, which is played a number of different ways. So I've recently started adding my middle finger to it and stuff. So I'm playing literally that string there, middle finger right there on that E string, and then my ring finger there on the B string, and my pinky down here on the high E string. Like I said, there's multiple ways of playing this and stuff, and I'm sure that they all have different names to them. For example, you can end up playing it like this. You can play it with the pinky on the E string and the ring finger on the B string. Like I said, all kinds of different ways to play it. In fact, it's the same way with a lot of songs. There's all kinds of ways, different ways of playing these songs and stuff. When I first started learning Highway to Hell from AC/DC. Oops. And that's not the right way to play it. At least not the beginning part of it. It's actually, let's see if I can do it. Something I haven't worked on in a while, so I actually, after the New Year's hit and stuff, took a short break from it and stuff, played some video games, watched some TV, took a break from the guitar for a short bit and stuff. New Year was kind of emotionally tough for me, but I've gotten through it and I'm back to doing this. Something else that I learned how to play and I'm still working on getting better at. Like I said, I'm still working on getting better at that. Something else I kind of learned was that part's kind of an easy part. What I kind of like to play and stuff, because it gives me a lot of finger exercise, is this part of it. and trying to put all the pieces together. So you got that intro right there I was doing at the start, this little solo riff right here. I believe there's, and then this right here, which I'm really working on quite a bit more. I'm nowhere near fast enough to be able to play that and stuff, but again, that's just practice. And as well as Dream On by, I think it's Aerosmith. But you kind of get the idea. It's a lot of songs and stuff, especially for myself as a beginner. Only 4 or 5 months into my learning curve. And there's a lot of songs right there and stuff, but the idea of it is when I get tired of trying to play the same old song over and over and over, and I start getting frustrated with it because I can't get it, I step back, take a break, try something different, or just have fun. Let's see here. So I sit there and have fun with that sort of stuff. Sometimes I find new songs when I'm sitting there playing around. I'll play something and stuff, not even realizing it's something I'm playing, and it starts to sound a little familiar like a song, and that's when it gets to be a struggle. So I try to find that song. I don't know what the name of it is, it just sounds familiar. When I started playing that, I was thinking I was playing ZZ Top. I don't think it's ZZ Top. At least I don't think it's played that way. But even when I first got the guitar and stuff, the first thing I started learning how to play, and obviously this guitar is tuned for E standard. What I'm getting ready to play is actually a half step down, E flat standard, or E flat. But I figured out how to make it work, even though it should probably be played a little bit differently, but you get the idea. It's another good finger exercise. So I play that all the time just to keep it fresh in my head and to enjoy the exercises of it, as well as the other songs that I play too. And I've found and stuff, even with these amount of songs that I play, that I will forget quite a bit of it. So I've got to go back to the tablature that I pull up and stuff, or hear the song again and play it again. But I have not gotten to the point where I can just sit here and play it and stuff without having to look at what I'm doing or whatnot. Basically getting to the point where I can play it just as well as I could walk or run or talk or any of that sort of stuff. And I'd struggle talking on a camera, so but yeah, so when you're not making videos and stuff or whatnot, or trying to learn a song and stuff, you get frustrated with it and stuff, step away from it for a second. Have some fun on the guitar. That's why you bought it in the first place. I think that's about it. I do watch a lot of other people's YouTube videos and stuff, and if you have a YouTube video of you progressing or learning how to play guitar and stuff, feel free to share it in the comments. I have no problem checking them out, posting comments on it if you have any questions, whatnot. There's quite a few people out there and stuff I've already left comments for. One person, he was working on playing a Johnny B. Good little riff there and stuff. The rest of it, if I'm not mistaken, I only know that song very well from the movie itself and stuff. When I think that movie came out 1 year before I was even born, but I loved that movie. Watched it every time I went to my grandmother's house, all 3 versions of it. She had VHS and stuff and recorded it off TV, if you even remember what that is. So I was able to watch it all the time, every time I went over there. Eat popcorn, have drinks, whatnot. So, yeah, feel free to... if you have a video of your own and stuff that you've been working on playing or whatnot, and you want to share it with somebody, post it in the comments for me. Send me a subscribe, send me a like if you like the videos or whatnot. Let me know. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always looking for inspiration. That's why I watch other people's videos and stuff, is to get inspiration off of them, whether they're a beginner guitar player showing something new as a new instrument, new amp. Like I said, I'm using the new Jackson that I bought in December. I'm using the new Marshall amp that I bought, DSL 40 series, or DSL 40 Classic, sorry. I love them both. They work really good. I use headsets if I have to and stuff to watch videos or whatnot and stuff. But ultimately, my goal is to get to where I can sit there and play with the song, with the actual song on YouTube, and then get to the point where I can sing the song as well. I don't have any training yet on as far as ear playing and stuff, listening to a song and trying to mimic the sounds off of the guitar for the song and stuff. And I know a lot of people have done that and stuff, and that's a great idea. But I don't have that yet. I've only gotten 4 or 5 months into this and stuff, so as you can tell, my fingers are still working on trying to get in their places, trying to get faster, trying to get more accurate as far as pushing down the proper strings, especially when I'm doing these chords. Going from a G chord to a C chord, from a C chord to a D chord, from a D chord to an A chord, to an E, to an E minor, to a E sharp minor, I think that's, or F sharp minor, I think that's what it is, which is a bar chord. I even found myself trying this one out, which I think is very difficult. I believe that's supposed to be a Jimi Hendrix chord. I can't play it that well yet. I haven't even worked on learning how to play it. It's Jimi Hendrix is one of the people that I think plays amazingly. Which reminds me of another song, American Woman. I love that song too. As you can tell, I'm still working on learning how to play that one right there. But it just dawned in my head. I don't even have it on my worksheet here. But yeah, keep up the videos. I want to see more. If I can help out, inspire to learn something new and stuff, or you need help with it, let me know. I'm willing to try to find something new to learn anyways. So, but like I said, my cup is pretty full, so I can't promise it'll be right away. Till next time.